Welcome to this segment of AKT Celebrity Reads. I'm your host, Alexis K. Tyler. Oh, it was a hell of a night, and it's been a hell of a day. I haven't even had a meal today. I'm so tired and drained from last night and all of that intense energy in here. And I just lit the altar back up. Jackie O is still here and been in and out. I look back at some of that reading last night, just looking at the candles and talking about her and listening to her looking at her candle and listening to her. I saw some other things that was going on as to why she's nervous and scared. It's not as bad because I'm telling her what to do and walking her through some things she didn't know that she needs to know. And I want her to open her eyes. I want her to be comfortable because she's seeing things that she wondered about, or she had a feeling about, or she might talk to a couple of her girlfriends, but they didn't give her any confirmations. And some of the ones that really knew what was going on deep in the circle did not reveal everything to her. When I look in her eyes and some of her pictures and videos, wanted big things in life, very intelligent, and working on developing her she had insecurities too. She had internal flaws that were not really real. Nobody saw them but her. She had type of a dysmorphia, and I know what that feels like because I struggle with that every day too. And she didn't even have the bad childhood and abusive background that I had, so I don't know why she felt that way, but I think it has something to do with her mother and father and the deep wounding within her, not really knowing her mother. And that really makes me wonder what happened to her mother and where is her mother? I'm wondering, did the mother leave on her own? Because I really believe now that what I said about the father before we saw him at the funeral, he's exactly the way I said he was. A friend of mine sent me a picture. I don't know if these were just designer jackets, because at one point I loved the look. The military jackets, the Navy style jackets with the navy dark blue with the gold bands around the wrist, the double breast jackets, and the sailor hats were very, very popular. She found a picture of Jacqueline's father and a young man, could be her brother, with those military jackets on. I wonder, has the father ever been military? I tell you, I said it before, I feel that vibe. And that goes into what she's saying when I said the legal system part and justice for her. She would not get justice for what was happening to her. The justice is turned upside down. The father sees DC, Young Fly, as an enemy, and he sees his daughter that way too. He's angry and resentful at her because she didn't listen to everything he said. She didn't do everything he told her to do and be the way he wanted her to be. Everybody, please put that know it, and that people that love me and support me, put my Cash App in the chat, please. I'm so tired, but I'm gonna eat a little bit and eat all day. I'm trying to eat a little bit, and then I'm going to work back with her tonight because she wants to learn. She wants to know. And I want to help her, and I want to teach her. I thank Shannon because she just dropped them off some food today. And I thank the people that love me and love the people that I talk about and help them send donations to buy food and support me in what I'm doing. That means a whole lot to me, and they know when you send it as well. Her father, I wonder what type of legal disputes are going to come up, because I keep seeing groups fighting, jealousy, competition, anger. It's about me. I want this. I want that. I want to be seen. It's going to go my way. You're going to do what I say. I wonder, do you all know if she was buried here in Atlanta, Georgia, Saturday, or is she going to be buried where she came from, whatever part of California that she came from? I know that she wasn't legally married to DC Young Fly, but they were still together and they had children in the state of Georgia. So I know he would have rights as the father, unless he needs to go back to court and get more rights since he was not legally married, which would automatically give you joint custody, more power. but I don't think they're going to fight about the children. I really don't think the father wants all of her children, but it might be something coming out of vindictiveness and spite. He said they're okay, but I know those girls are not okay. They're crying for their mommy. They're missing their mommy. And the oldest one that was with her all the time, is that Nova? What's the first child's name? She is having a hard time because she can feel her mother, and they wake up with their mother every day, all day, and go to sleep with her every night. And now the baby's not there, and the baby can't get breastfed. And this is so fucked up that the child is 6 months old, and there's going to be some fighting and some backstabbing going on because the father holds grudges, and he's very treacherous because his daughter is physically gone and she's not coming back. The father's plotting right now he is going to unleash holy hell upon that family and upon DC Young Fly, because this man is very treacherous, very shrewd, and very strategic. That's why I wondered, did this guy have any type of police or military training? What type of games does he play? Because he's clearly playing chess with this one, but he's a cold, shrewd psychopath, sociopath, and a narcissist. He doesn't feel. He's not an empath. He only picks up on empaths and plays them to get what he wants, and then he will turn. But see, these people don't know this man's dark side. Many people don't know him because you don't see it. And the women he's done stuff to, they're so afraid they would never tell because they know this guy thinks like a hunter, like a predator. That's what's so scary about him to me, because DC Young Fight at the funeral, oh, we okay, and don't worry about us, and don't question God. What God are you talking about? Because the Hashem, which is the God that created all worlds, heaven and earth, had nothing to do with taking this girl off the planet. These were demonic gods. Getting back to what I'm getting ready to say, and I hate saying. See, now this makes sense to me. When she said Ace of Spades and Rock Nation, which is also came up in Nipsey's reading, which is who he was working with. And he told me to warn his brother Black Sam. Nipsey looked at her and looked at me. He held contracts up in the air. He said, I am still dealing with contracts from Rock Nation right now. Now my brother and family has to deal with them. And this crooked stuff in them. He mentioned Karen Civil. He mentioned his baby mama, that's the actress. He mentioned all these people that was around him. P. Diddy, T.I., DJ Khaled. He mentioned all of them, that he was in bed with David Gross and said they fucked him in some kind of way. He was looking at them as partners and agreements, and that's all get money together. And he said, it was never about togetherness with me. It was about fucking me over, fattening me up, and cutting my motherfucking head off. Not just cutting your throat, decapitating him. He said that's how he feels, and his family's still dealing with this, but we will never know because they're not going to discuss it. He said they still jammed in shit. I'm sure Nick Cannon knows Jay-Z and other artists from Rockefeller, Rock Nation, whatever it is now, and under that umbrella. She said Nick Cannon is treacherous, very duplicitous, two-faced, backstabbing, and very weak-hearted. Said that Nick Cannon, these people, that these network owners, that he sit down and do these double dealings and double talking, they have given him power, and two peoples that come up that was targeted for extinction to me. I'm seeing DMX. I'm getting Wendy Williams. I already mentioned Nipsey Hussle, Jamie Foxx, and Jackie O. For some reason, Jackie O told me they wanted her, or Nick Cannon wanted her, or to participate in these orgies and these group sex and go on these trips, because she showed me like a beach or bathing suit or overseas, and said these girls is prostitutes, and said he is still affiliated with executives that deal with that show Wild and Out and other projects he dealt with that deal with prostitution and child trafficking, sex trafficking from adults to children, preferably little boys, and drugs, drug sales, drug addiction, psychiatric, mental, and emotional problems that a lot of these women are Wild and Out and these other shows have. You see that girl still ain't right. What's that girl name? She was real pretty. I think her last name is Voorhees or something. She had a funny name in the front and first name. And she started looking crazy. a few years ago with some real pale makeup on her face, or like baby powder on her face. She got heavy mental problems. And then the other girl with LL Cool J and them that be down here in Atlanta, shaking her ass at the gas pump and bending over, twerking and opening her asshole at the gas station for $5 and sucking dick back there in the gas station bathroom at the Mini Mart down up in motherfucking Stone Mountain and shit. Turned her ass out so bad she still ain't right. Mental problems and shit on dope. Don't know what she pretty too. I see her face. I forgot her name. Everybody want to fuck on her. They still want to fuck on her, even though she mentally unstable and shit. Iyanla Vanzant, Fix My Life, tried to have her on there. I think her mama died of cancer. She from LA. Before she could get right, she's mentally ill. With all them demons on her and drugs on her, all she do go around sucking dick and meet niggas up there at the fucking gas station. I don't know what it is. Turn her on about a pump. While they start pumping on damn pump 9, she over there trying to pump some dick in them. I mean, just goddamn. And this girl is telling me, what's her name? It's not Lisa Turtle. It's another name. Yeah, my ear camp. That's Lark. That's a Lark. Thank you, V Lark. That's the one right there. I don't hear nothing about her too much. Got her mind fucked up because they was sexing them and trafficking them and putting demons on them when they was little. Was them two ever working with Nickelodeon before they got into, because they were child actresses? Both of them fucked up. And see, them the ones we hear about. So a lot of them we don't even know. We'll never know that's dead now or fucked up in the head, holding their hands down between their legs, taking a bowel movement and drawing characters and names and shit on the goddamn wall at the psych patient office and shit. This is what she told me she seen about Nick Cannon. She said Nick Cannon is soulless. He done sold his soul for fame and fortune. He wants the easy way out. So you'll never see him standing up for people that he claim he gonna represent and black men and all that. They got a secret boys club of what she say, where anything goes. They do rituals with women's, not really black ones. If they black, they gotta have something else in them. You know, they sacrificed them. They made it very clear they didn't think Azazel Banks was attractive and didn't want her on there. DC Young Fly called her a ugly bitch right there in front of everybody. See, she couldn't take that and never got over this shit. But she should have known. She shouldn't have had her ass up there because it was just for fun and games anyway. And she already knew that she wasn't the type that they want to fuck on anyway. So she should have just canceled that shit, knowing that it hurt her feelings because them niggas didn't want her motherfucking ass. I don't see nothing wrong with her, but niggas do, unfortunately, especially in entertainment. They don't like that look. So she already know that. She should have just stayed the fuck up out of there. But now you want to wish death on his girlfriend instead of wishing to direct death on him, because that's how you want them to treat you and want to fuck on you and put you on their arm, even though they black like you. Niggas that look like that usually don't want no woman that look like them. It's sad, but it's true, and we need to accept that. She bought DC Young Fly color and ain't too, but Nick Cannon lighter, but not much lighter, few shades, and they don't want her, and they ain't, and they're taught not to like that. Even black people in their own homes will teach their children, you can have this look, you can have this type, you can have this hair type, but you better not bring this black nappy head bitch home. You better not bring nothing looking African like that, nappy head and all that. They give you them rules, especially down south. A lot of households give you the talk, and everybody come over when you have a baby to inspect the baby ears. And if they got a little dark spot on the back of the ear, because that means if the baby red, the baby gonna turn black. Is the nose wide? Because one of the parents had, oh, you better start pinching on their nose every day. You better start holding them lips tight and pinching on them lips. Oh, we're gonna have to work on this one because they have nappy. These are the kind of conversations they have over children. And you wonder why children wake up with all these problems, grow up with a lot of phobias, and then society just reinforces the sick shit. So Jackie O is showing me this about him and how weak Nick Cannon is and how he has an immune system problem. And need to really watch his bowels because he have a bowel problem sometimes, like Crohn's disease or irritated butt. You know what? Oh, Jesus. You know, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, goddamn. You know what? Oh, wow. Y'all didn't hear me say that because, see, y'all finna take that somewhere else, man. I didn't I didn't. Oh, goddamn. Look, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, okay? I don't know these people. I ain't claiming to know nobody. This is what I'm seeing in the spirit. That this, oh, like this man intestine irritated and expanded, like stretched in certain parts of his intestine, like, uh, man, I'm tired. That's probably what I'm saying. This bullshit. I'm real tired. Goddamn. I don't know why I seen that man inside expanded out like, and certain section is stretched like something been in it, but maybe that's not it. It's probably his diet. He probably eat a lot of dry shit or hot dog, hamburger. He eat junk, maybe. I mean, I don't know how like it's pushed in or opened up on the inside, like somebody done stuck something. I'm not trying to say that, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, I'm not trying to look. I ain't trying to send no cucumbers, Josette, but it kind of looked like that. But hey, this is just a spiritual reading. I'm not claiming that this shit is true. I'm just saying this man have some type of bowel problem, like maybe irritable bowel syndrome, and his immune system, his blood cells, they be off with his blood and affect his mind. He have a lot of insecurities, and he will sell. This what she telling me. She said, package people up in deals. Okay, y'all gave me this show. I hire who I want. So basically, I own everybody on the show. Y'all got insurance policies on everybody on the show. They might not know they have insurance policies and for accidents and accidental death. Even if they're not on here, we still going to keep these policies on them. So these, you telling me with executives, they telling him. So he asking the exec. So you trying to tell me everybody on here, and I done sold my soul and possible booty hole to get fame and fortune, even though they're not giving him any high ranking position over a major network because they don't respect him like that. And they see in ways he's like an immature, silly child. Look in your face, tell you one thing, like he cracking a joke, then go behind your back. Oh, I didn't mean that. I just told her that because I want this, or that. I want some ass. And, and play games. He plays a lot of games with people. You don't know if he's serious or not, unless it's on a piece of paper. Because certain people he plays games with, but he's telling these execs, so y'all tell me these are mine. I can do what I want to do with these projects I create with them. I get a cut off of them and I own a piece of them and they own the contract. They saying, yeah. So literally he has souls like a genie in a bottle, trap these people in these souls with these contractors on this show with him. And he can buy and trade and prostitute and sell them. While underneath, the child sex trafficking and the drugging and the female sex trafficking and shit, and having private group sex with men's and shit like orgies and Jamie Foxx with Diddy and them. They said this is going on the low. Because a lot of them men you look on there, they're not gonna tell you they have bowel problems too. And some of them sometimes they be leaking. You will never know because they're not going to discuss. They go this the little games that they play, but then they still mess with women's too. That's what she's saying. So he bunched, and she was in it. So for her being on in those seasons, her not want to play with Nick Cannon and be his lover or be in them group sex things and passed around to get security. You got to have sex in the group. Like I said, I could be picking this up wrong. I'm tired. Maybe that's what it is that she showed me, and she said he got a deal with her boyfriend. DC don't promise him something with music and promise him something with acting, and then he might, but he ain't gonna do it. So I tell you what, this what Nick Cannon, how he is. You go to him so it look like I ain't got nothing to do with it, right? You come to him, offer him a deal to see if he gonna turn on me or leave me or see what he say. Then I'm gonna come in with some project. Me and him gonna work together. But what he don't know is I own him, and then we're going to get him into some debt. That's what Jackie O said. Going to get him to see if he can get some new deals, and some of it might be tied with some type of record label, something like that, writing, producing, distribution, rapping, singing, and also to bring some other artists in. See, but really they're going to jam him up. We done did this for you. We done gave you that. So and it's like a loan. They're going to give it to him like it's a deal, but it's really a loan. And then he's never going to be able to pay it off because they're going to jack it up so high and stretch out. See, we done got you this project, you this movie, this singing, this concert, you on tour. And see, we giving you a 360. We're going all areas. We're going to let you do this and travel, and we're going to really take you to stardom where you deserve to be a long time ago and help you honor your girlfriend and all that. You're not going to be able to get out of it because this is a contract. And see, because we got you working, we done gave you so many deals and opportunities. You got to help us make our money back off of that. And see, we not be, with interest rates, inflation and stuff going up, it might take 10 years for you to pay us back. And then them two girls and that boy, see, something about that oldest girl. I don't know why I keep bringing that girl up. And Jackie always scared and keep focusing. I think that girl probably can write. That girl might be able to write and sing and create shit. I just got chilled. It's something about that girl that's special. They want that girl. Seems like DC is attached to that boy because he wanted a boy. That girl is now open game. Just like when I said Imani with Nipsey's daughter Imani. They want her. Because she got the same type of talent and shit, like her daddy. They pick certain children, a lot of times be the first one that come out like that first bone. They want to sacrifice the girl and have sex with her children, see. Now, I don't see DC Youngfly wanting to do that or putting them up for that, but see, it's easy to do because the demons in the way. Let me tell you 2 demons I came in here looking for her last night. When we were lighting the candles and she was standing behind me and she didn't leave. See, I didn't even know she was coming over here because somebody keeps saying she eats beans all the time, but they didn't tell me which beans and she didn't ask me for no beans. I was already in the middle of cooking dinner when I felt her stroll in. She walked through the front door. She knew where I was. She came to the altar. I was already in the process of setting everything up. I had just given her a candle and she said, I didn't know that places like this exist. And I said, what you mean, baby? She said, I didn't know that you physically die and get out of your body. And there are people that have houses that you can go to and get prayer and get food and have candles and people honoring you. And then you get to mix and mingle. It's like she said, I thought I liked the way she described. She says it's like a spiritual mixer. It's like a spiritual meet and greet, and you can get advice, you can learn things, and you get to be with other people where the same thing happened to them that happened to you, and you're not alone over here. She said, I didn't know that. I was by myself and I was running, I was lost. I didn't know it was people like this where I could come and I could be anchored and I could learn what I need to do. And I could have somebody else to commune with that's just like me. I said, well, welcome home. There you go. We do this. I've been doing this my whole life. I was born like this. And I came in public and started doing it with the aktcelebrityreads. And then Nipsey came in. We took it even deeper because I've never lit a candle. And I've lit a whole bunch of candles. So many, I cannot count how many I've lit over the years. And they've never done what they do when Nipsey came in here. And spirit speak, and they'll move through electricity and light and fire and water. They like to move through those mediums, but they can move through other things too. And some people, they'll cut their lights on and off. They'll ring the doorbell. They'll ring the phone and nobody's on the phone, but it is somebody on the phone. Okay. So she comes in and she said, I would like something to eat. I said, oh, you like soul food? I said, well, I'm putting it out. Get what you want. I have enough for everybody. Just get the energy off of whatever you needed. And then I put some water there last night. And I looked back and that's what she was afraid of. I saw it. They're called the Watchers. You can look up the Watchers. They see all. They know all. They belong to the angels that fell with Satan that are now so-called demons under Azazel. I saw Azazel, Abaddon, and Azrael. If you look at Azrael, that's the angel of death. And I saw, and it didn't, the Watcher would look like a man, a tall man with a shadow and a hat on. You can only see the shadow of them unless they want you to see them. You usually don't see them. You might think you feel somebody or you see something moving out the corner of your eye and you look and it's it's not there, it is there. You saw it. They just will hide, and they know everything. Even if you by yourself and you're doing something regular humans don't know, they know. And they live on Mount Hermon. It even talks about in the Bible how they fell and they live on Mount Hermon, which would be in Africa or in the Israel region. But they travel all over the world. They fly. They brought the art of makeup, weapons, and warfare. Very, very intelligent, and they're also vicious killers. But they will also be guides. They have, see, all demons have light sides and dark sides. People say they don't mention demons' names. They don't deal with demons. I deal with them. I don't know why. But the angels and the demons have always been with me. So when an angel is dominant and they need to talk, they come talk, and the demons step back and leave them alone. They don't fight. At least when they come in here, they don't fight. When it's heavily demonic, the demons will come forward and they will say, look, my name is such and such, and this is what the fuck is going on. So I engage them because I want to know. And many times they are a part of the reading. This one got on her. She told me because of contracts her boyfriend had with men and Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon is one of their high-ranking handlers over certain people, but at the same time, he is not as high as, let's say, a Jay-Z or a P. Diddy, like the older gatekeepers that are over like hip-hop and certain nigger regions, basically. Black regions where they want to keep them in check and keep them under control. He doesn't have as much power as those other like old gatekeepers. He comes off more like a clown and a court jester, cracking jokes and shit. But please don't get it twisted. This is someone that's very treacherous and very duplicitous, very two-faced, and will turn on black folks real quick and slide over and backslide and buck dance and backpedal on shit. She's scared of Nick Cannon. Now, I don't know, like I say, I'm just talking in the spirit. The girl was scared of him. She just told me last night, him and some executives done bound her boyfriend up, and the boyfriend want to be over there because he want to be in the deals. Now, I'm not saying he directly with that shit that happened to her, but he is in bed with these men that go both ways and that will turn on their mama and set one of their children up to go missing or be sacrificed, or they girl set her up. That's why a lot of them have a lot of women, because they're not into women, so they have babies here, baby there. They secretly are part of the boys club, the elite Jeffrey Epstein secret society of boy, man to man. You see what I'm saying? That's the rules of that game, the Baphomet game. So she said they already got a boyfriend locked in because he want the fame and fortune. He see the bright light. She said he can't even really see what's behind it because the bright light's blinding him. Even though he heard over her, they weren't going to give him this stuff. And she keeps saying Nick Cannon got something to do with her assassination, goddamn it, the demise. She said, I was supposed to be dead around December, around the Christmas holiday. I said, I wonder what the fuck she talking about. Like November, she said the latest December. She said she was supposed to be dead then. She said they wanted to bring in the year, celebrating him by himself with these children, and by now they would have kind of adjusted more, still missing me, but learning how to function and cope. She said they're supposed to come in the year, transitioning into a new brighter year and opportunities for him with her death. Now, I kind of correct me if I'm wrong. Ain't her baby 6 months old? So if her baby's 6 months old and she said she was supposed to be dead between November and the latest December, wasn't she still pregnant? She said, oh, by the beginning of the year. So I'm wondering what the fuck was going on September, October, November. within them 3 months there, she was pregnant, wasn't it? Y'all correct me. Oh, the baby's 10 months old. So I thought somebody said the baby was 6 months old. Which one is it? 10 months or 6 months? Because that child is still little. Okay, he 10 months. Okay. So that makes me wonder. So when did she give birth to that baby? If he's not 6 months old, he's 10 months old. So she had that child last year. So it's May, June, July. So the child will be 1 in July. So her death, she said, was supposed to be last year. So it made me wonder, was she planning any surgery when that child last year, when that child was younger or in the beginning of the year? I wonder if y'all find out something, let me know. Was she planning the surgery before now? Was it put off for some reason? Or I don't know if she went to another doctor, or did she go back to this doctor and the doctor saw some things or felt like she wasn't ready yet to postpone? Or did she talk to other doctors? Because she said this was supposed to happen to me last year. So if y'all hear something, because I didn't know her, and what you said, baby, they have some same talents, but I'm not sure if he can act. I think he can. Usually somebody can sing and rap like that, they can act. Because he sings like a real deep, very sensitive, emotional person. And the way he cracks those jokes, he's very sensitive. He just tries to act like he doesn't care and he doesn't feel. And he's really good at acting out when he's on stage, his jokes and stuff. And he's good at acting one way in the public and then acting another in private. Because he has several personalities. That's what Jackie told me. So if y'all can get the timelines on this, let me know. And why does she fear Nick Cannon? Because he's just like DC, cracking jokes and acting corny in public, but this guy's not that. He's a puppet, yes. He's not loyal to his people, no. Because when the executives come down on him, look, you're going to stop that we shall overcome shit and all that, and you want this show, you still want to get up here and crack these jokes and let you have this lifestyle and all that, well, and then he'll turn on black folks for that. See? She's scared of him. So that means it's something that she knows about Nick Cannon that we don't, and about his ties and his connections to very powerful elite people that use him to lure in victims to be sex and drug traffic and jam them up in contracts where they ain't making no money, but they can't get out. And then he'll threaten them on the low. Won't let them out. They'll be jammed up. And then if they finally get out, he'll ruin them. He'll help ruin their career. The demon that I seen her with the Watchers she showed me with some executives that Nick Cannon signed the contract with that he now handling. He handles her nigga. So while people talking about, and I see that, I agree with it, he handled Jackie. Oh, well, you have to remember everybody's handled by somebody. So who handling him? That's his main front guy right there that handles him in public. And he's trusting him and with him because sometimes he want to get out of the deals with him. She said, and they fucked him. Nick Cannon fucked him on some of them deals. She said he ain't getting what he deserved and his own creative talents and writing, directing, producing. But hey, maybe I heard her wrong. If y'all can look at the credits and see that DC is a top producer on Wild and Out and Direct and things in there, then let me know, because he said he's kind of fucked him around for a long time and not really give him the recognition that he deserved, and don't want to let DC Young Fly go. If he do, he want to make sure he getting percentages and still got his hand in that boy pocket. That what she said. He'd be loyal to a fault. He'd be loyal to niggas that's really not his friends, but she can't say nothing. She said, I can say it now, and I'm really seeing his contracts, and I think the contracts are fucked up. Said his contracts have been one-sided deals, so I don't know all the contract that man had. But she said he's a pawn in Nick Cannon's game, and when I seen the Watcher, that's when she started shaking. I said, stop it. And I told her, they take me back behind the Watcher. Well, I don't want to. I said, yes, the fuck you do. You're going and you're going to see it. And I'm right here. This shit got me so woe out. Ooh, baby, this is a terrible case here because it got so many demons in it. It got so much demonic energy on it because of the contracts both of them signed and the way her boyfriend been up there laying in the ass of different bitches up there and not telling her what the fuck he doing. See? I said, who is behind the watcher? Or do you want me to ask? So I started asking the watcher. I said, since she's so scared, who are you with? I know you, and I'm not scared of you. I see you here. You can stay here. But tell me what the fuck is going on. She's too scared to do it. And that's when she started opening her eyes to stop it. All this praying they talking about she doing and a nigga doing. I don't know who the fuck they was praying to because they was empty prayers. Because let me tell you what's going on. They praying on the top on one level and the prayers are not going nowhere for her because the demonic entities have hijacked her boyfriend through the contracts and him selling his soul through sex, money, and want to get fame and fortune and the bright lights in the big city and shit. That every time he's praying to this so-called Jesus that he's looking up to, the prayers are then diverted and hijacked, and they do the opposite of what he is asking his God to do because they wanted, she said they were hungry, they wanted sacrifices. They wanted blood, and they felt like hers was the highest and shining the brightest to go, along with them females around her that was mimicking her and trying to walk like, talk like, with a hair like, makeup being up under her. And then sometimes I seen them, I'm wondering about this shit here. She with one of these girls and they hugged up on each other and Jackie licking her tongue out real loud, long, like her tongue go down to the bottom of her goddamn chin. And the other bitch up on her licking too, like they tried to hold themselves back, like if the camera went on, they were finna give each other some tongue. So I'm just like, y'all getting each other some booty, like what is y'all, I mean, hey, because that usually come with it. You got all these pretty women around each other. They seen each other butt naked. Basically, somebody that's already like that is going to introduce themselves to the other pretty girl. Or a girl might be freaking curious because she's a Scorpio. We know how Scorpios get down. Get jack. I mean, I don't really have no problem with them. I'm just like, check what the fuck going. And she the one told me about the shit. She thinking they cool with her. You know, it's just what we do. I do this with my husband. You know, we just freak out and we just friends. You know, we're going to keep it all in the family. And that always happens. It always goes on. I've been going on since the Bible time. And what she don't realize is she just being sincere and she having fun. And she's being sensual. She's experimenting like young people do. And what she don't know is they mimicking her to take her soul out of her body. Snatch your soul out of a body. A lot of these people are walking around here soulless individuals that look human because they physical human, but inside they empty. They ain't got no soul. They got the soul of a cold ass demon inside of them, and that's why these sacrifices happening, and some more getting ready to happen because we in the summer. You gotta look. The summer solstice is coming up. What's the June 20th, 21st? They're doing a lot of bloodletting, and then she's also telling me one of her friends had a baby after one of them had several abortions and said she did a blood ritual with the baby and the placenta and the blood coming out of it. The placenta, sac, and umbilical cord. She said certain things they do, they have to eat it based on their culture. And so a lot of Black women are doing this now, which is natural, especially if that's your culture. You got a lot of African in you, along with indigenous and Spanish and Cuban in you, mixed with that Black. Them spirits be wanting that. You have to give it back after they done gave to you to bring the baby. You give it back, or you go plant up under a tree, you do your blood rituals. Said it's something, she sees it now, that she was thinking about it, and she didn't think it was a big deal. Well, you know, I saved my umbilical cord, and they stored the cord blood, and we cleaned it, we cooked some of it, and we ground it up and dried, put in capsules or whatever. Or I just consumed it with raw, whatever. Now she's seeing these women around me, and they introducing me to the craft, and I'm not really embracing it and knowing it, and I don't know, they putting this shit on me. She showed me 2 women, and I'm seeing this on them. And they all, most of them married to Black men, or fucking niggas, fucking Black men. Doing rituals, getting to come, and that's what these Black men want. So I said, oh, so thank you. Because when she listened to me and stopped being scary, and I understand it, they also do this. Now, the reason why I'm telling you, and I want to thank y'all because I see y'all young people coming over here and y'all are interested in this shit. I never had an audience. I've been out since 2006 in public and been on my first television show on public access in Atlanta, the Alexis K. Tyler Vagina Power Show. And I never had the open interest like you are now. And I'm so honored by you all asking me these things and wanting to know how to protect yourself. Because being good and praying to this Jesus and reading your Bible is not going to help you. Because you don't know the right way to read the Bibles and the spells of the Bible for good and bad are in the Bible. You're putting a lot of good questions in the comments. And I love when you talk on the videos and you talk to each other and you talk to me. I let you do it. As long as you're not insulting me, you're not insulting anybody else. I let them stay and I read and I love your questions. So thank you. And I don't mind sharing what you want me to share with you. And then as we go deeper, then you just have to take a private class from me because I can't, just give all this stuff out. It's too much on my body. This has been a lot on my body dealing with her, but it's what I want to do because she don't mean no harm. And her soul is out of her body. When I told y'all I saw one soul look like her, one image looks like her, and it's got all this dust and smokiness on it. And the other one is clear and the energy is white and pure. This demon in the group of watchers with Azazel. And I even saw Satan walking with her from, she said, Nick Cannon and them executive contracts in them groups. They want her soul. So clearly they couldn't get her to sell it when she was alive inside of the physical body. They walk on her, but they trying to trick her. She thinks it's a dream. She doesn't know. And I'm telling her, don't. They're saying, so what are you going to do? Do you still want fame and fortune? Do you want your children protected? Do you want success? Just agree to take my hand and go with me into hell and I'll protect you. You'll still be alive and you do what you want to do. And I said, if you do that, you are never going to see your children again. Because these women want your soul for themselves. They're taunting her and haunting her because they know she don't know so that she will run to them. They're trying to lure her to them. We got you, white light, all that shit. Look, let me tell you something. I don't mean no harm. These people come over here talking about all she needs is a white candle, a white candle, a white candle that's going to save and fix her. Look, that doesn't work in my house, okay? Especially with demons. So I don't have a problem with it, but you can light them all you want. Don't tell me to light them. Because I've never lit one and it worked when somebody's demonically bound up like that. And they have murdered the person. Physically murdered them, drug them out of their body, destroyed the body so they can't get back in it, and then have them outside of it talking to them, still trying to get them to go their way because she's special and so full of light. A white candle doesn't do. I'm sorry. Y'all can do that Carol Ann, come to the light Carol Ann, poltergeist shit, all you want. I ain't got anything to do. I ain't got anything against it, but don't ask me to do it because it doesn't work over here. You need heavier energies to deal with that type of shit. And that's a spell, a curse put on that girl, on her body and her life, lining her up to walk into that shit. She said it was delayed last year. So that's what I'm wondering, was she supposed to be getting some work last year or went to different doctors and they told her wait or something, the baby get a little older, something, but her body. She said it was supposed to be before December 31st. Going into 2023, they were finna take her lights out then. She just now seeing it. See, I don't feel good saying this kind of thing about this man here. But now these women are trying to pull her over there. We love you and lighting candles and we celebrate you. But secretly they doing spells trying to get her confused. Well, I don't know. You don't know Alexis, so come over here with us. We got you. We're protecting you. You know, why the fuck that happened to her then, goddammit? Y'all got her. And she pray all the time and all that. Which one of y'all was praying against her? She come over there, they're going to finish want to tear up like some baby back ribs and suck up. You know what? I'm going to leave this here alone because Jesus. Said she was finna get some plastic surgery on her breast. She already had it. Look like. Yes, but she was finna get something else last year. This what she was getting now and what she wanted last year. That's what she's saying. She said they had planned to line her up to walk into her death last year. That's what she said. By Christmas. But before we come in now, she said she wasn't supposed to be here. See? So I'm going to try to get me something to eat. I'm so woe out, goddamn it, because her with them demons in here. And they ain't no baby, then these are big. Like I said, Azazel. Google Azazel, and you will see who Azazel is. Look up Ariel. I think, am I saying it right? Azrael, Azazel, and Azrael. Those deal with death that come to get people. Huh? Yes, baby. Them girls. It's more girls. And it's only men through the contract. And she's scared Nick Cannon. And then he tied to trying to take over Jamie Foxx shit. He gonna indirect deal with her boyfriend because the boyfriend weak for him. See. Y'all hear my cash up, make it clap. Y'all love me and believe in me. I'm tired than a motherfucker. I've been up with them by 3, 4 o'clock this morning. All night when I let them candles burn. We got out the live. I did not turn them on. They energy so off the chain, and she wanted the energy. Nipsey wanted the energy. They love me, paying attention to them, lighting the candles. And they lit now. I'm gonna go down there and see what they doing. I'll take some pictures for y'all since I'm glad y'all love it as much as I do. I have never gotten this much attention on the candles when I light them and put the food out. These other people, that's why I know it's got to be a new group of people over here. Because they usually look over those, but we want to hear what was said, what Nip say, what this person say. They want to get to the juicy stuff and the readings and all that shit. But this is the first time I've ever had people, these must be Jackie O people, to come over here, actually watch the video with the candles, watch the reading with the candles, and they comment and watch them and they love it. That means so much to me because I love it. I love the spiritual part and feeding them and communing with them. And I see now I have younger people that appreciate this shit. I love y'all for that. For y'all respecting the work I do. Because it's like people want to brush over it and take it for granted. But to be able to see them do that and the candles do that, I feel like a child. And it's so special. And I'm so honored that they come. I'm so honored that she came. It's a blessing to me. I just so hope somebody does that for me when I physically leave my body. I don't know if anybody will. That's why I think I need to stay here longer because I don't trust anybody to pass my message. Because I know what all the stuff I go through. Whoo, you probably won't be sleeping if I'm there with the crew. So I thank y'all and I love you all that don't know me and you're coming on. Azazel, I think it's Azazel. If you just Google it, it'll still come up. Put the demon Azazel. Put the watchers in and put Azrael. Those are the ones for some reason with the 2 A's, the big A's. And then I'm an A. So they want to come talk to Alexis. So they come and they're behind. I said, no, baby. Don't run. She started shaking. And I said, who they were? She said some executives there with Nick Cannon. And she started shaking with Nick Cannon. I said, oh, Jesus. Whew. So y'all, oh, really big old wizard from the movie Fallen. Whoa. So that would be a Hollywood angel that they call angel/demon. Yes, hit it, make it clap. Azazel was the demon that talked about in the movie Fallen. Thank you, baby. See, that's one. If they called it in a movie, that means that they honored it and agreed to pay it and mention it to get it known. They put them, see, they like to have their name called too, and they put them in movies. So let me try to eat something, y'all. I'm so weak. I ain't ate not a goddamn thing. I just been drinking juice, like green juice, because they had me weak, goddamn it. I just been drinking greens and beets and stuff all day. And that shit, that don't fill me up. I'm hungry than a motherfucker. So let me go eat some. And y'all hit my cash out, make it clap. Y'all support me and love me and subscribe and click like to keep me in the algorithm. And I don't care if you chop pieces of my video, you screen record, you take pieces off of it. I don't care if you chop and screw it. Share it on TikTok, Instagram. I don't give a fuck. Y'all want to share it and get my message out? Share it. Tell people who I am. Let it be known. And I love y'all too. I'll be back, y'all.